What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping back in with some Destiny 2 news and a few updates in this first week of Guardian Games. And so we're going to go over some patch changes for the week, which fix a bunch of issues including season quests, but also a partial fix, or should I say improvement, for the audio bug in the game. On top of that though, we're getting more Season 21 news this week, and then Bungie talk about Guardian Games bugs, and I know it's hard to believe that there could be any bugs in the new event, but there are at least a couple. But on top of that, we'll talk about medal farms and loot tips for Guardian Games, bugged exotics, and plenty more in the video. So I hope you enjoy this one today. But before we get going guys, today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, the epic mobile game that you can fit into your pocket or play on PC. And Raid is packed with content, gets regular updates, has loads of campaign missions, dungeons, and even PvP arenas with awesome champion customization options to adapt how you play the game. My top 3 reasons to play Raid include its epic champions, such as Hitatsu, an epic defense champion, but on top of this, Raid has more than 700 other champions who are all super varied and help us tackle the different modes in the game. Secondly, Raid is filled with story and lore from different locations in the universe to the various factions in the game, which all have their own backstories and memorable characters. But thirdly, Raid gets a ton of regular updates and new events, and right now, Raid is going on an egg hunt. And they're not just any eggs, they're dragon eggs, and if new players download Raid Shadow Legends using my link below, then copy their in-game player ID and head to egghunt.plarium.com before May 15th. They can journey through the portal and unlock an exciting AR adventure, and we can scour the dragon's lair using our phone to find hidden eggs that give us a chance to win amazing in-game loot, like legendary champions, but even real-life prizes such as Amazon gift cards with a total value of $20,000. On top of this, existing players can head to the website to unlock a special promo code that unlocks a small gift in the game. And so there's never been a better time to jump in, and if you want to get started today, new players can use my link or scan the QR code on screen to get a free starter pack, which comes with all of this awesome loot, and that'll appear in your in-game inbox for 30 days. So to get the download, hit the link below, and cheers to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring the video. Now though, getting into the Destiny 2 news for today, and alongside the reset we got a new hotfix. The patch notes didn't drop immediately for it, but we now have them in full. So for Crucible, they fixed an issue where players were getting suspended when completing a match without quitting. And they also say matchmaking for Clash, Zone Control, and Rift is now connection-based. Then for the season, they fixed an issue where players weren't able to complete the last Will and Testament quest if they'd already picked up the Brazen Spark ship via the war table. And so all players should be able to now complete that quest. Plus, for armor, they fixed an issue with the Firepower armor mod, where orbs of power were spawning at their origin point instead of on defeated enemies. Plus, they fixed the issue where the Guardian Games class item could be dismantled for legendary shards and glimmer. They also finally say that they've moved the Twitch gift sub-bounty rewards back to the Cryptarch, and that audio distortion has been improved on consoles and PC, but a final fix is coming at a later date. So a partial fix or improvement for that issue, but it will require further updates which we'll get in the future. So those are the patch changes for this week, but also bear in mind Bungie have said that this week we should be seeing an ability balance article, and they'll be talking about changes coming in Season 21. And a few days back they give us a preview of some of those changes, including that they're reducing the base cooldown for grapple from 105 seconds to 82 seconds, but they're also reducing the minimum time between grapple activations. And then for Threaded Spike on the Strand Hunter, they're increasing damage versus PvE combatants by 55%, increasing the projectile travel range before beginning to return to players by 30%, making the dart easier to catch, and increasing the energy gain for catching the dart based on the number of enemies hit. But I'm sure we can expect a bunch of different changes, obviously affecting various classes. So look out for that news, and as always, I will keep you posted. Other quick updates from Bungie though include that they're investigating an issue preventing players from linking their Bungie.net accounts to the Bungie store, and so they've extended the purchase deadline for the Root of Nightmares raid jacket to Wednesday, May the 3rd. So if you have been affected by that, I believe we have till midnight Pacific to make any purchases. And then we get on to Guardian Games related stuff. And Bungie Help said that they're looking into an issue where players are not earning progress towards certain medallion quest objectives. And as a temporary workaround, players can gain progress by earning bronze medallions at the Guardian Games recreational playlist. So if you've been affected by that, it's certainly worth bearing in mind. Also, players who are completing the Heir Apparent quest have had issues. And again, certain medallions aren't counting. Some players have had luck getting bronze medallions, and other players have found that they have to jump into the Supremacy playlist to make any progress. So if you've been struggling with the Heir Apparent quest, certainly bear that in mind. A couple of Guardian Games related tips though, and the game post shared right here, the amounts for the crafted weapon progress buff that's active during the event. So if you're looking to level up any craftable weapons, there's a boost to the amount of progress we can get at the end of certain activities, and they are basically the Guardian Games ones. So that includes Supremacy, the Guardian Games recreational and competitive playlists. But we can see Supremacy and recreational appear to be giving 40% increase for crafted progress, but the competitive playlist is giving a 92% increase based on what they found. So if you are working to level up any weapons, this is certainly going to be something to take advantage of during the event, but it does appear that that increased progress is limited to those specific activity completions. For Guardian Games weapons though, including the SMG and the Scout Rifle, if you get any Masterworked drops of those weapons by completing Platinum cards and things like that, be sure to inspect them fully, as many of them will have multiple perk options, so obviously you can't see all of those on the character screen, and it is worth double checking just in case you get a better roll than you initially think. Also in Guardian Games, players are farming platinum medals inside of the Breakneck mission on Neomuna, so to do that, players are heading to the spot where the first refundable rally flag is, which is also a really good spot for farming weapon XP, as players have discovered recently. But if you get to that first rally flag, kill all of the enemies and then die, you'll respawn at the same checkpoint. So it's a pretty effective way to farm platinum medals. Otherwise, most of the Guardian Games stuff, of course, is pretty self-explanatory. And yes, in this first day, it does appear that Titans are doing very, very well. Of course, a lot of players are representing Titans as a credit to Lance Reddick. And of course, the class wars are making for some salty Supremacy matches in Crucible. So we'll see how it goes throughout the course of the week, but let us know which class you're representing down in the comment section. The final thing I wanted to touch on though, and it appears that Winterbite is yet again broken, so this is a post from the game post right here. And the new way of using the weapon in a broken fashion appears to be that if you have more than one player in an activity, one of the players can fire the Winterbite projectile at a boss, but before the projectile hits the boss, if they completely exit the game, the remaining player can do damage to the boss, which will update its health bar, and this glitch is allowing players to pretty much instant kill bosses with Winterbite once again. I'll link an article with details about exactly how that works down below, but it looks like the reign of Winterbite weirdness continues. And so yes, for now, Destiny appears to have a new Telesto. Any of these weapons with funky projectiles appear to do some pretty strange stuff to the game. So let us know if you have any experiences with that below. But for today, guys, that's everything we have to speak about. In case you haven't seen it though, I'm going to leave you with the full trailer for Guardian Games this year. So give us your thoughts about the event down in the comment section. As always, I'll keep you posted with any further updates that we get this week. But for today, if you've enjoyed the video, a rating below really does help us out on the channel. And otherwise, I hope you guys have an awesome day.
Guardian against Guardian. Showdown!
Crests are glory. Glory is yours.
Yes, Morro. You are destroying them.
I can't wait to see what you do with that. Fantastic work, Hunter.
Titan! Your light is blinding!
It's time, Guardian. Crush them.